Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a really fun theme team in the Open Ultra League, the Triple REGI theme team. I believe this challenge has been done previously by J-Farm in the Great League, but today we are taking it to the Ultra League. And not only are we running Regice, Regirock, and Registeel on the same team, but we are running them with their new legacy moves as well. So without further ado, let's hop into the matches and see if we can get some wins using only Regis in the Open Ultra League. Hopping to the first match, leading Regice into Defense Deoxys. This is an absolute nightmare lead. Counter hits our whole team for super effective damage, so we are in a lot of trouble. I'm going to stay in with Regice and do as much damage as possible. Going for the Blizzard. Blizzard does connect, and that does a solid chunk of damage. Unfortunately, this Defense Deoxys is absolutely loaded on energy. I don't think I'm going to make it to a second Blizzard, so I'm going to go for the Thunder, but they actually end up switching into their own Registeel, and they catch the Thunder. Honestly, this is not bad. I'm going to be able to outpace them to a second Thunder, and this should put them in a range where a single charge move from Regirock or Registeel will be enough to take them out. And now I'm just going to stay in. They're not going to be able to lock on me down and force them to throw energy. They're forced to drop 75 energy to take out the Regice. That doesn't leave them with a lot of leftover energy, and now I'm going to bring in Regirock. Unfortunately, I do get outpaced thanks to that residual energy. They go for the Zap Cannon, and I do commit the shield. I'm hoping that because they went for the more expensive Zap Cannon, I will be able to get to 2 Earthquakes before they reach their second move. Come on, Regirock! We are able to get there, and this will get the second shield or take them out, and they decide to let it go down. Back in comes Defense Deoxys, but with only 1 shield left and in a range where a single charge move will take it out, it looks a lot less threatening than before. We go for the Stone Edge, we're able to force a final shield, and we do survive any one move from this range. So I'm going to save the shield and then commit to the Stone Edge. Come on! We get there, but they make an amazing catch! They catch onto a Galarian Stunfisk, and we are in even more trouble than we are before. I'm going to bring in the Registeel, they reach a move, and at this point, I think I have to call a bait. I'm going to no-shield it, and they actually bait. Oh my goodness, we might have a chance to win this. There is no way we should be winning this match right now, and we may have just gotten an opportunity. This will be very tough. I'm going to shield, hoping that we shield the Earthquake, but we get baited again. Can we reach the Focus Blast? We cannot. They reach a move. Is this enough for the Earthquake? It is not. They were short, and then they switched back into the Defense Deoxys, which does have energy. Thankfully, this should only be a Rock Slide, which doesn't do a lot of damage. I'll overfarm as much as I dare, and then I am going to be going for the Focus Blast. Focus Blast is enough to KO, but the Stunfisk comes back in with a bit of energy. I try and catch, I fail to catch, but the timer's coming up. This is going to be extremely close. This game may come down to timeout. They go for the Rock Slide, it KOs, and they go for the back-to-back Rock Slides. Will this do enough HP so that I lose off timeout? It's going to be incredibly close. Do we win? Yes, we do! Hopping to the next match, leading Regice into Swampert. If we're going to see Swampert anywhere on this team, I love to see it on the lead. Regice has quite a bit of neutral play, whereas the back 2 Pokemon both get absolutely destroyed by Swampert. They go for the Earthquake, that is totally fine as we easily survive that, and then we're going to fire back with the Blizzard. They let the Blizzard through, and Blizzard does get them low. Since they went for the Earthquake instead of the more efficient 2 Hydro Cannons, I should actually survive this next Hydro Cannon, and we are able to reach a Thunder. I desperately want them to no-shield so I can take the Swampert out, but they shield, and that is really not great. Since I only have lock-on users on this team, even though that Swampert's health is quite low, I don't have an easy way of farming it down, and I'm going to probably need to take it out with a charge move. So I bring in a Registeel, I shield, unfortunately I get baited, but they decide to let it through and we're able to take them out. But unfortunately, our troubles are not yet over as they do have a Talonflame in the back. Thankfully, this is one situation where Zap Cannon can help, and thanks to Registeel's bulk, we are able to survive the Flame Charge, and we're going to fire back with the Zap Cannon. We get the shield, we bring in Regirock, and the final Pokemon is Cresselia. We may have a chance here. I am really hoping they do not have Grass Knot. Grass Knot would hit for super effective damage, and that would be really unfortunate. They farm up, here's the moment of truth. Do they have it? They do, and things are not looking good for us as that Grass Knot does so much damage even to the bulky Regirock. We are going to fire back with Stone Edge after Stone Edge, but even 3 Stone Edges is not going to be enough enough to take out this Cresselia, and I'm low enough where honestly, I have to respect the Grass Knot because I need to preserve health on this Regirock if I'm going to be able to take out the Talonflame. I am going to need to catch on Regice here. So we are going to go for the catch. We switch, but we switch in the wrong Regi. Oh my goodness, this is not good. They go for the Grass Knot. They actually undercharge it, and they're going to be able to farm me down with Talonflame as I don't reach a Zap Cannon. So a huge misplay by me. I sack swapped the wrong Regi. They leave with 100 energy, and unfortunately, they are going to be able to take out the Regirock and get the win. So I may have had a win con in that match, but I clicked on the wrong Regi, and that is a good game. Picking up a fantastic lead in the next match, Regice into Giratina. Regice charges up these Blizzards incredibly quickly, but the opponent makes a fantastic catch as they're able to catch Blizzard onto their Alolan Ninetales. Seeing a Charmer on the save switch does have me worried it could be double Charm. Therefore, I'm actually going to bring in Regirock instead of Registeel. Regirock is still easily able to take down Alolan Ninetales, but that way I'm going to keep my Steel type in the back for what I am expecting to be a second Charm user. Back in comes Giratina to try and take down Regirock, but that is no easy task. Regirock, like all the Regis on this team, is incredibly bulky, as we survive that Dragon Claw no problem, and we're able to reach Stone Edge number 2. And if they try and farm us down, I think we can actually reach a third. Giratina going for the farm down. They realize I was going to be able to reach a third move, and they decide to throw. The question is, what is in the back? I bring in Regice, and it's not a Charmer. We got absolutely baited, and it's their own Registeel in the back, and I am now down on energy in the mirror. We tank the first move, and we're going to fire back with the Zap Cannon. Here, I do make a mistake. I'm going to have to shield their next two charge moves on my Registeel anyway, so going for that guaranteed attack drop honestly doesn't help me, and I should have just gone for the cheaper Focus Blast. As you can see, they reach a move. I'm at a low enough health where I have to shield everything anyway, but I'm able to reach my second move, and this will do big damage or grab the final shield. I'm starting to get quite low, so I have to be wary of a potential Giratina snipe. So I am going to shield up, look in the top right corner to see if they try and snipe. They do. We switch into Regice, and we're able to catch the move and deny their snipe. And things are suddenly looking good, because Regice is not going to be able to be lock-on farmed down by this Registeel. We will be able to reach the Thunder, as this is definitely Thunder range, and from here, this Registeel is in a bit of a tough spot. Our Registeel is almost at a Focus Blast, and so long as we're able to get it into Focus Blast range, which we are by reaching this Thunder, this game should be over, as they can try and lock on down, but that is going to be a very, very tough process. Regice able to reach Thunder number 2, and at this point it's looking like we are going to be able to reach a third move before they can farm down. They recognize it and they're forced to throw, and again, Focus Blast is 75 energy. They are not going to be able to reach another move. Our Registeel gets to the Focus Blast, and that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, leading Regice into another Swampert. This is a pretty neutral lead overall, but if the Swampert starts committing shields, then things could go downhill very, very quickly. We are able to reach the Blizzard. This will do some nice chip damage if it lands, which it does, and the Swampert is farming up a ton of energy. We survive any one move, so like last time, I'm gonna no shield, and again, they actually decide to Earthquake. That's fine by me. We are able to reach the Thunder, and I desperately need them to no shield. Come on, please! But they do commit the shield, and suddenly things are looking rough. Again, only having lock-on users, it's going to be very difficult to get rid of that small amount of health remaining on Swampert. I bring in Registeel. They reach a move, and honestly, I had lost count at this point, so to be safe, I shield up, but it is only a Hydro Cannon. That is definitely not ideal. Registeel, able to reach a move, and I'm hoping they decide to let this through, but they do commit the shield. That is not great. You know what? I'm going to save the last shield. I'm just going to try and call it, if at all possible, but they do connect with the Earthquake, trying for the Focus Blast, but they reach another move. From here, I'm just going to save the shield for Regirock and hope that Regirock with the shield can farm down, and they end up bringing in Walrein. Unfortunately, one Stone Edge does not KO, so they will be able to reach an Earthquake. So I am going to commit the shield because I am fully expecting them to try and Earthquake me. So I do commit the shield, but they end up baiting. That is not great, as they are going to be able to land an Icicle Spear and do some okay damage, and by waiting just a bit longer, they were able to force a CMP tie, so I'm not able to overfarm. We know they have that very low health Swampert. What is their final Pokemon? They are waiting a while for it. Show it to me. It's Obstagoon, and we're not able to win that match. Picking up an incredible lead in the next match, Regice into Giratina, and the opponent save switches into Sylveon. We have one of the hardest Sylveon counters in the game, so I'm going to stay in, farm up to a Blizzard on Regice, and then in comes Registeel. Even with this huge energy lead, Sylveon is just not going to be able to output enough damage to flip this matchup, and on top of that, we are constantly going to be debuffing their attack with the Zap Cannon. The first Zap Cannon, of course, does not KO, but the second one most definitely will. We reach the second one, and unless they want to shield in a terrible matchup, which they do not, we are able to take them out. Back in comes the Giratina, but even at this health range, it's still not an easy task to take out the Registeel, as XL Registeel has an incredible amount of bulk. They go for the Shadow Sneak, we easily survive it, and we're going to be able to fire off the Zap Cannon. This resisted chip damage is quite nice because it will help get that Giratina closer to Blizzard range. They decide that they're not going to farm down, and they go for a move. I'm worried that they're going to try and catch, so I bring in the Regice, I throw a move, and they're still able to catch. Are you kidding me? Fortunately, they shield the Blizzard for some reason. That works out, and now in comes Regirock. One Stone Edge will not KO, but it will do massive damage when it lands, so they do commit the shield. But now with a 2-0 shield advantage, we are in a commanding position to close out this match. I am going to shield up the Weather Ball just to be safe. I want to preserve health if at all possible. And then the avalanche of Stone Edges will begin. First Stone Edge takes them deep into the red. They are going to try and commit to the farm down. They are not going to be able to do that, as Regirock is able to reach Stone Edge number 2. And from here, we are in a very comfortable position. Back in comes Regice. Regice is able to get to the Blizzard. Blizzard is going to be taking care of that Giratina altered. Down goes Giratina double charm, and that's a good game. Hopping to the next match, leading Regice into Shadow Walrein, and the opponent save switches into Talonflame, and we have the hardest Talonflame counter in the meta with Regirock. They go for the Brave Bird, we tank that easily, and we're gonna fire back with the Stone Edge to guarantee the KO. Stone Edge actually gets shielded, and I am absolutely shocked that they committed the shield there. The reason being, this is a terrible matchup for Talonflame, and they shield again. Maybe they think they can try and flip this, but unfortunately, this is not a flippable matchup if you go Brave Bird first. As you're going to see, we are going to be able to reach a Stone Edge. Opponent was desperately trying to flip switch. They are not able to do so. Opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. Hopping to the final match, leading Regice into another Giratina. The opponent save switches into a Blastoise, and that is an incredibly cool pick. I don't see many Blastoise in Open Ultra nowadays, so I definitely respect the spice. I'm pretty sure Zap Cannon does not one-shot, so I'm gonna go for the Thunder to get some chip damage, but they actually decide to switch, so then I figure I may as well bring in the Registeel anyway. I know that the Zap Cannon will not one-shot, but I'm hopeful that it will put it into lock-on farm down range. So I am going to be going for the Zap Cannon, and I'm really hoping that I'm going to be able to farm down after this. That would be really nice. It does get it quite low, but I believe I'm not quite going to be able to farm down, which is definitely not what I was hoping for. So, in order to maintain alignment, since I do really want that Regice on the Giratina, I am going to throw the Focus Blast to take them out and secure the KO. Unfortunately, I'm low enough that this Giratina can probably commit to the farm down, since they know I'm only going to be throwing resisted charge moves, but we are going to be able to get off the Zap Cannon, so at the very least, I am going to be able to debuff them. They do commit to the farm down, in comes Regice, and the final Pokemon is their own Registeel. On the bright side, we do have access to Earthquake, and Earthquake will connect for super effective damage. They go for the Focus Blast, but Regirock is very tanky and we're able to hold on. We are firing back with the Earthquake. Earthquake lands and does about half their health, and we should be able to outpace them here, and we're able to get to Earthquake number 2, and this will either be taking them out or grabbing that final shield. They let it go, and they actually survive on 1 HP. Registeel incredibly tanky, able to get off a move, but we're able to farm down with Regice. The downside here is that this Giratina is absolutely loaded on energy, so this is going to be tough. I tank a move, but they're able to reach a second. The question is, do I decide to go for the bait? This could be risky. You know what? I'm going to full send it. We're going straight for the Blizzard. Come on, please call it. They let it through. It takes out the Giratina, and the triple Regis are able to get the win. All in all, I had an absolute blast running the triple Regi theme team. I lost way more games than I won, but those few wins, being able to meme on the competition with 3 Regis felt absolutely glorious. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible, and we have released merchandise. It's based off opponents seeing the writing on the wall and conceding the match. We'll have a link to the merch store in the description. Thank you guys so much, and until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.